Welcome to Beginner's Guide to Streaming. We're glad that you were here. We're going to start right on the top hour here, and thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us. This is hosted by streamingchurch.tv, and if you were in a little early here and heard some of the yammering, that was Michael Gray and myself. Michael, thanks for being with us today.
Always a pleasure, Phil. Love helping people learn how to stream and how to get it set up and make the process easier.
Yeah, absolutely. And so this Beginner's Guide to Streaming, this webinar, is pretty much a beginner's deal here. And like we were saying earlier, and we'll repeat this several times, if you have questions, you can chat with us. Brittany Messerly, our marketing person, she can help us as far as passing on questions here. So at the very end of this, we'll answer some of these questions. Now, you may have something that's very relevant to what we're on, so we may jump to it ahead of time. With that in mind, why don't we just start moving here? What we're going to talk about today is, for the most part, specifically concerning streamingchurch.tv. There's lots of streaming companies out there now. We're one of the originals. We've been serving churches for almost 20 years now and doing streaming video for about 12 and of those 20. And a lot of what we're going to talk about does have to do with what we have and the tools we have, but there are some basic stuff here that you could use if you're doing something with any company. So just to get that up front. And one of the things, I'm going to say this over and over again, you'll get tired of hearing it, is one of our big deals here is customer support. So as we talk about some of these things that Mike's going to talk about and myself, you may say, you lost me there. I'm not sure what's going on. We will always be available to help you one-on-one. So Michael, why don't you take it away on this first image?
Well, hey, you mentioned 12 years ago. That's when I started as a church online pastor, and there was no platform, and there wasn't any of these amazing tools available. And I felt like many of you did. I was lost. I was confused. I was reading and trying to figure all of this out. And at that time, as I said, there was almost nothing available. We were just streaming to a box on a page. But what we hope to deliver today, what Phil and I hope to deliver today, is just a broad stroke overview of the simplicity of the components and kind of knock out some of the confusion. We won't get down into the small details, but it'll be a streaming overview to help you get a little bit more comfortable with how this stuff works and what happens when you push the go live button.
Right. Yeah. All right. Absolutely. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about the audio and video setup. We'll talk about the streaming platform, the settings and design. The platform is going to be what people see when they go to your website or go to a link. It's going to have the video and it's going to have the chat. And we will talk about how to set up your live encoder. You have to have a live encoder to be able to stream. So let's just